Month since Hamas launched its attack on Israel. Israeli soldiers, they've cut Gaza into two. Of course, their focus has been on the north part of the Gaza Strip, where they're sending people, civilians, to the south. Intense street battles have been happening more recently. The IDF says overnight it destroyed several Hamas missile launch sites. And nations around the world are trying to demand a ceasefire. But we all know Prime Minister Netanyahu is saying there's no way we're doing a ceasefire with those hostages still in captivity and with Hamas hands.
And one of those missile launch sites was a youth facility. Yeah. Overnight, Israelis in Jerusalem lit 1,400 memorial candles at the Western Wall, marking 30 days of war and all the lives that have been lost. And also new today, Secretary of State Antony Blinken is meeting with G7 leaders in Japan, calling it an important moment to come together in the face of the Gaza crisis.
New comments from Israel's prime minister, as I just touched on, give us some insight on what the country's relationship will be like with Gaza and Palestinians in the future. He's been adamant again and again, no ceasefire without the release of hostages. And he's also been insistent that they are going to continue with their campaign, their missile strikes. For more on where we stand a month in, we want to bring in Robert Sherman now. He's been in Tel Aviv for weeks for us right now. Robert, what's the latest?
Yeah, the fact that this has been going on for a month has people here on the ground in disbelief that this is the new reality that people have to come to grips with here. As the IDF forces continue their advance into the Gaza Strip, they've been toppling Hamas outposts that have been housing rocket launch pads, as well as anti-tank missile weaponry and things of that nature as well. Right now, the IDF, they've effectively cut the Gaza Strip in two, and they say where they stand at this moment, they are on schedule for their ground operation.
These terrorists joined the ranks of terrorists in the field command of Hamas who were eliminated by our forces from the air in cooperation with the ground forces. The elimination of Hamas's field echelon significantly harms Hamas's ability to produce counterattacks. This thing also shows the disconnection at the field level for leadership. We will continue attacking the terrorists in the field, fighting them and cutting them off from the Hamas leadership.
While the Prime Minister has slammed the door on a possibility of a ceasefire, he has left it cracked open for the possibility of these, what he calls tactical pauses. That could be an hour here, hour and a half there. That could be used for humanitarian purposes. This is what we're seeing today, a humanitarian corridor opening in the Gaza Strip, allowing people to get out of northern Gaza and flow south. Still, the death toll in the Gaza Strip rising. The National Security Council pushing back on every number that's coming out of the Gaza Strip from the Hamas-run Palestinian Health Ministry. But they do acknowledge that that number is somewhere in the thousands. The UN saying today that they want a solution to come as soon as possible.
I'm, of course, from a human rights perspective, extremely worried about the situation, about what is happening, and it is really important that a solution is found to end the violence.
1 month into the fighting, you see these calls for the hostages to be released growing louder and louder. This is something that people on the ground feel is being forgotten in the midst of this story. This was in Jerusalem yesterday, demonstrators gathering, holding up signs there, praying for the more than 250 hostages to be let go soon. Markie?
Yeah, and in just a little bit on this show, we'll be talking to Netanyahu's spokeswoman about those little tactical pauses as opposed to a full-on ceasefire. Robert Sherman, thanks so much, live in Tel Aviv this morning.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.